Hey there, Shatterpals. Sammy here with another episode of Shattered Knowledge. Today I'll tell you how I run over the skirmish and how I farm the loot. And I will show you my build and why I chose certain items, why I prioritized certain abilities and stats. So, yeah. My build is based around strength, but there are other more important things that work so well. The most important thing is most definitely Whirlwind level 2. Whirlwind damages all the enemies around, and at level 2 it brings another 50% increase in time. So like this. It turns into a raging whirlwind for 3 seconds, dealing damage to all enemies in range. And it's not like a 1 damage to one enemy, 1x damage to one enemy. It as many times as you whirl around, you would deal that damage. So it would be several times to a single enemy if you keep hitting him. So yeah, Whirlwind is the staple. It's the best ability for skirmish and for maybe any PvE apart from boss battles. For boss battles, it's like 1v1, so you would rather shadow step them. Yeah. So let's go over my build. As I already said, strength is the most important stat for that because I have to be able to kill my enemies with that whirlwind. If I don't, it doesn't matter much. If I just spin around, spin, and then all the enemies are still alive, they would just kill me. So yeah, I have to be certain that with my whirlwind, everyone is dead. So yeah, here's the helmet. It has quality find increase, which is very important because if you run around skirmish and you don't get good loot consistently, then what's the point? So yeah, it has strength and quality find increase. This is the best with strength and reduce elemental damage, which is good around whirlwinding enemies, which are like mini bosses of the skirmish. They are the most damaging enemies. And it has a rune slot for Whirlwind, right? So yeah, I made Whirlwind level 2. It's not as important to make it higher than that. A Whirlwind level 2 is the king. Yeah, so yeah, as I already showed my weapon, it is not as good as I would hope because we just have to do with whatever drops. Like I was farming skirmish for so long and I still didn't get better weapons. That's pretty lousy damage, 145. I would much rather have something like this X, which has like 50% more damage. So if you're whirlwinding around, you wouldn't need that much strength, and maybe I would use something else. Um, yeah, I didn't have to increase the strength that much. So yeah, here's my shield, which brings strength and a little bit of health. Health is not as important. You just need to have health enough to survive you being in the center of many enemies. Here's another staple of this build. This is one of the most important parts. It recover percent of dealt damage as health. I had other gloves that have recover percent health after defeating an enemy. They are pretty much interchangeable. I could use either of those. If you find one or the other, you just use whatever you prefer. But the reason why I don't use these gloves, even though they have a little higher power potential, a little higher defense, is that I much rather have Droid flying around and finishing enemies that I do not want to do. I do not want to go out of my way to finish enemies that are almost dead, but they are away from the path that I'm moving to. So yeah, here's the belt. It has grenade, and that's enough. And it has quality find increase. It's great. These are boots. They have strength increase, but if I had boots with the strength increase that were with running, I would much rather use them. I don't want agility as these boots have. I don't prioritize evasion. Yeah, I would much rather be able to kill my enemies quicker rather than avoid their attacks. That is not as important. So yeah, so I'll have to use this one with dash instead of running. But it has a strength increase and huge health increase, 20%. That's decent. In this one, this is awesome. This is probably the best potion that I could come across. It increases strength and it increases accuracy. I think accuracy is important because my enemies, especially on hard skirmish 4, will have some decent evasion, and I want to negate that. I don't think they have like 600 or 1000 evasion. They just have it pretty high, like probably 300, 400. If I had to guess. It's all wild guess, but I would rather have accuracy increased and negate the evasion. So yeah, so here's my build. It has high power potential, but it is not as important. The most important part is Whirlwind level 2 and recover percent of health. But even recover percent of health is not as important as Whirlwind level 2. You can go over Skirmish 4 easy and never get to the brink of dying. But on hard, yeah, recover percent of health is really important. So yeah, as I already said, Skirmish has hard and easy mode, even though you cannot choose it here, but you definitely have different enemies on hard or on difficult or easy difficulty. So I'm not 100% sure that hard difficulty brings bigger drop, better drop. So if you can only comfortably go over easy skirmish 4, go ahead. I'm pretty sure you will have if not the same, then almost the same drop. So, but as I can go over skirmish for hard pretty easily, I choose that one. Yeah, hard skirmish for. Let's go. So yeah, you will see the path that I'm going over. I don't go over all the crates, but I'll try to take those that go that come more or less on my way. So I'm going all the way back to behind those archers. And the reason why I did that is I wanted the archers that were following me to get closer to. Yeah, you just go ahead and whirlwind as many enemies as you want. Then I just wait for my whirlwind to recharge and go over these ones. Yeah. I get this chest. Then I dash away from this one. If I try to dash through that whirlwinded enemy, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I go here, I throw grenade, and I try to kill all the enemies, as many enemies as I want. And yeah, I get the chest again because I killed 15 enemies. So I took chest first, then I killed all the enemies, and then I got chest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I will win around. Get these guys, don't kill them yet. You will be able to kill more of them with one whirlwind like this. There we go. If one of them survived, it's okay. They would meet you here next to this chest. And yeah, another one. Oh, nice. Area one. So I come here, I deploy the droid, and here's the most important part. There are three whirlwinding enemies. Oh, I forgot. I didn't recharge my whirlwind yet. And oh, this one. Look at that, another rare one. So yeah, I killed as many enemies as I wanted. I will kill this one just for the fun of it. Yeah, let's see what we've got here. Three rare items. Let's see if we got something interesting. Which one is those? Let's look at this one. No. I need my recover. So yeah, that's my path. I took some chests on the way. I whirlwind my way around, and why I left is because if I went again, then I have to drop too many items, and that's just a little bit annoying, as you cannot just choose drop all the common ones. And yeah, so I'll just dismantle them afterwards, and I'm ready to go again. So I dismantle all the common ones. If you have time, just go over whatever you have with those rare drops that you got. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope it will be helpful for you. This is my way. If you have better way, if you have something that you think works better for you, just go ahead. This is the game, and you first of all you need to have fun. That's the most important thing. I think. Yeah. Thank you for watching again. See ya.